I was born in Sacramento, California. I was raised in Hawaii, and now I live here in New York. Carri was born in Sacramento, California, I believe, and she now lives in Brooklyn, New York, by way of all over New York City. Things I like to do, I like to golf. I just took up golfing. I play fantasy football with Carrie's husband, Sylvan, which she hates, so we try to keep that on the down low. I like doing anything outdoors. As you can see, I live here in the beautiful woods. I live in Poughkeepsie, New York now, which is a train ride away from New York City. By driving, it's probably only an hour and 15 minutes. Of course, depending on who's driving. And that's about it. As far as Carri and I was in Hawaii when she was born. She came to visit a few times. And we've connected more as adults here in New York. So we call ourselves the East Coast Cousins. We have another cousin, Christina Lee, who lives in Brooklyn as well. And we're trying to get some more people on this coast. But we're working on it. Personality-wise, I think we're very similar. Very easygoing. I'm very competitive in certain things. Like, I really try to win. I guess she's probably a little more competitive than me because when we play against each other, she tends to beat me. But as far as together, I think we'll make a good team and complement each other well because her competitiveness, and I'm just more of a kind of an all-around type of dude that can do pretty much anything. Nothing. I'm not great at anything, but I can pretty much pick up anything. And hopefully, again, like I said, hopefully we win. Hopefully we win. Hopefully we will win. And when we win, of course, we'll become famous stars. We'll be all over the place. We have a lot of personality, so hopefully that shines through, and hopefully my being so nervous doesn't shine through. I think we'll do good. I'm pretty sure we'll do good. What do you say?
Hi, my name's Carri, and I am applying to be on The Amazing Race with my cousin David as my partner. I live in New York right now, actually more specifically Brooklyn, but I grew up in California, so some interesting facts about me and why it would be interesting to have me, and more specifically me and my partner David, on the show. I grew up in California in a primarily Japanese-American Buddhist family, but I've got a lot of cultural influences going on. So later in life, my mother remarried to a Muslim Egyptian man. So now my stepfather and my stepbrothers and sisters are Egyptians, and my husband is from the Dominican Republic, so we've got a lot of different influences going on culturally. This is also part of the reason why The Amazing Race appeals to me so much. This is Abby. I'll get into that later. But this is one of the reasons why The Amazing Race appeals to me so much. The cultural aspect, getting to travel, learning and doing other things in other countries, exciting things, is really kind of what I'm all about. So, a little bit more about me. I work in a white-collar job in the financial district, or I guess in a financial firm in New York. I went to an Ivy League business school, so you can imagine how competitive I am. But on the other side of that, there is, I guess, the me that work people don't see. So that includes, I'm a vegetarian. I've been a vegetarian for 10 years, and I am an animal lover. So actually that's a concern of mine when doing The Amazing Race. If there's any food challenges, David's going to be in charge of that. What else? I love tattoos. I love art. I actually have a couple of very large tattoos, and I feel like that's something that my colleagues, anyone who knows me in the professional world, would be shocked to hear. So I guess that's another kind of interesting thing about me. Let's see, why would David and I be good for the show? Both of us, we have a lot of different cultural influences, as I mentioned. So we've got kind of that diversity aspect going on. He's a blue collar, I'm white collar, he's a big man and I'm kind of a smaller woman, but the things we have in common, which are going to get us to the finish line first, is that we are both extremely and intensely competitive. As you can imagine, me working in the financial world and going to a top-level business school, I'm extremely competitive and I don't like to lose. And actually, I would say the same about my cousin David, that he does not like to lose, and he is extremely intelligent as well. That's actually one of my concerns when I'm competing with David, that he likes to win so much he will go to almost any length to win. So I think that he's going to be the one to be kind of pushing the limits with the competitors, with the competition. So let's see, we both have a great sense of humor. We're generally really easy to get along with, but it'll be interesting to see how we are when we're put into kind of a very intense competitive situation. We usually get along very well. We're very analytical and think along the same lines a lot of time. We do a lot of planning. So I can see us having very well thought out plans. We're also quite disciplined, so we think that we have a really good chance to win this thing. Let's see, have I missed anything?
I forgot to say earlier, although I thought I did. However, I am married, happily so, for the last 11 years, with 2 boys, call them our boys, Inky and Stats. And we've lived here in this area for the last 16 or 17 years. My wife is from South America, and I'm not. What else? I agree with Carri. I believe that we're going to be very competitive, and I think that we can win this thing. I think we'll also play a very good social game with the other groups. So that being said, put us on the show, and you'll have very exciting competition.